Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Scorps, we're going to do a little bit of a side shoot here. I've changed things a little bit. Just from like what I did with Libra. So it's really interesting. I guess I'm always in process, but really shouldn't we all be always in some sort of process? So I am doing this week, I'm doing the mask they wear. And last week I did the mask you wear, which was very interesting. And so there was a couple things that I did. First I did Libra. And then I had lunch. And well, first I gave Lily lunch. I feed the dog first all the time. And then after lunch, I sat down and I looked at the reading, and there was a couple things that came up. The first one was I needed to ask questions in a different order here. So I was asking who they are, who they really are. And then I was asking why they hide their true selves. And then I was asking the mask they wear. But I was finding in the readings I needed to know the mask they wore before I understood why they hid their true selves. So I changed that around. So we're going to ask who they really are, the mask they hide behind, and then why they hide their true self. So I changed that order. I changed on the card and everything. Spirit understands. It's okay. It's going to come out right. So then here's the thing. I sat down and something didn't feel right about the cards I was about to use for this reading. I don't know if it's just Scorpio. I hope not, because I was actually sat down and I studied this deck for a bit, and I even made some sheet notes because this is a really interesting deck and I want to get the full clarity of it. The Dark Mirror Oracle deck. So we're going to use the Scorpio. Of course it would hit you, right? My naughty with a dash of nice, my deep, 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 dark discoverers of depth. Doesn't even make sense. Actually, it sounds like some of the phrases that come out of there. So I'm picking this up and I'm thinking, yeah, this is great. I feel this is going to be good. And then I'm really getting into like what some of these cards mean, and I'm thinking a lot of this is pretty heavy and dark. So, you know, to be asking the mask they wear and to use this deck. So then I'm in process and I'm thinking to myself, do I really want to do that? I mean, I don't want to bring other people's dirty laundry out So then here's the message that came in. I heard, when did you last use this deck? I thought, oh yeah, I used it, I feel like Spirit gives me answers by asking me questions to figure it out for myself. It's probably the best way to do it. Yeah, probably the most in terms of freedom of choice, right? So, ask Cynthia a question and she'll figure out the answer. I used this deck for a collective reading I did just a couple days ago. And there was a few messages in it. But there was one message in there that wasn't, I mean, I didn't touch on it for very long, but it became very prominent. And why I was picking this up was that many of you watching have gone through probably many different ascension processes. So becoming more and more self-aware and conscious of things around you and how you interact with that and how your choices and consequences all come together in a big, neat, messy pile, really. But two, ascension is not something that like you achieve. Oh, I'm at the top now, I'm all done. It's never going to happen. Actually, I came across, it was funny, Eckhart Tolle, I think is his name. I don't really watch any of his stuff, to be honest, but he started appearing in my feed. So I clicked on one, and one of the videos was a question people had, when will my ascension be over? And I kind of watched most of the video and his answer, and I thought, like, really? Honestly, like, it's not. What are you talking about? So, okay, so, but to get to the messages in that collective reading, a message that came out was you may have people around you or that you'll be dealing with who will be going through some sort of an increased awakening. I don't even like all these terms like an awakening or a sort of like removal of parts of the veil. But to me, it's more just becoming more consciously aware where your soul is communicating more freely with the brain without the ego and all of the programming interfering with it. So, you know, it's that level. Anyways, so I thought that's why. I might need to put a timestamp. But Scorpio's pretty, you guys are pretty patient. If this was Aries or Gemini, I'm like, Gemini always. There's always somebody who puts a timestamp in there. I always have to giggle. But yeah, so again, when I do readings like this, I don't do them because I want to say, you know what, the person you're dealing with is just a bag of garbage. You need to leave. This is terrible. No, like everybody has their own shit to go through. And I always feel like the more too that we see the shit that people are working through, I think the more sympathy and empathy we can have for them, as opposed to just like a really surface level label that this person has walked away because they need to figure out their shit. And then, you know, other people will get that reading and go, well, I thought I was part of their shit. I don't know. I just ascended to a whole level. I don't give a fuck. So, all right. So Scorpio, this is what I'm going to do. Let's see how it goes. Bear with me a bit because I have like, I do read this deck visually and intuitively, but I do have to say that the author, and I'm not sure who the author and who the artist is. We have Riccardo Minetti and Laura Sava. It's just, I think it's a brilliant deck. So I do have little tiny cheat sheets of all 32 cards because I want to get as much depth and accuracy as I can on this. So, the mask they wear, Scorpio. After all, that is general, so it may or may not resonate. If it does and you're drawn to it, there will be an extended, the link to that is at the top of the description within this video. And I am going to start with this deck, as I said, the Dark Mirror Oracle. And I do have, I'm then going to my Tarot of Positive Clarity. That's what it is. I might go to my karma cards. I'm just going to see. I'm just starting with this and I'm going to build it up and see what happens. So here we go. I think the first time on my channel using this for a sign, like just a sign. I've used it. I used it for collectives and alive. So here we go, Scorps. The mask they wear. We're going to look at who they really are. The mask they hide behind, why they hide their true selves, how this affects your relationship. Advice for you and outcome if you follow the advice. I got my little cheat sheets here. Scorpio's personality. Who they really are. Oh, fragmentation. Oh, wow. Okay, this is interesting. This is very interesting. Okay, so this, what the author tells us about this card is when rage is projected inward, destruction joins confusion and we break. Okay, so who this person is right now, this person could be upset about something, but I feel like they're projecting a lot of it internally. Now, this is not necessarily a bad thing. This is not necessarily a bad thing because they're breaking something from within themselves. So by doing that, they could unintentionally be causing like an obvious, spiritual ascension here, like breaking something within themselves because it's meeting confusion. Their own rage about something is meeting their own internal confusion. It's almost like they're not expressing something possibly externally about something that upsets them. And so this is getting internalized and it's mixing with their own confusion. Why am I so upset? Why am I not doing something about it? Why? And then like it just builds up and then it breaks something in them. Okay, so far I'm happy with this choice. The mask they hide behind. So this is not their true self, but this will be something that they're kind of projecting to others in the world, which is fair. And that's fine. When I say a mask, I don't want to say that anyone should never have a mask. Everything that we all do and experience is part of our process and there's nothing wrong with it. And maybe the mask that they're wearing has something to do with the vulnerability that they could certainly be feeling in fragmentation. So I like that. This is going, oh God, I love this person hiding your true self. That's the mask that they wear. Hiding is keeping things inside. Lack of trust becomes lack of hope. So there must be a limit. Keeping things inside. Ooh. Yeah, give me a second here. Now I need to really look at the cards. Yeah, there's something going on about the internal makings of this person. Like it's all black. There's nothing there. You can see their hands very faintly, kind of on the sides. And these little wings, like almost but not ready to fly. But the crescent moon, it's almost like it is something going on in this person. They're being torn apart internally. This person is feeling kind of vulnerable. Now, all of this could be very dramatic. Like, right? There's a scale here. In tarot, oracle, divinating, I don't know that it necessarily gives us a scale. Maybe if I spent 2 or 3 hours on an individual reading, I could pull out a scale. But for a general, even then, I don't know. So let's just say that, right? This just seems very dramatic. But it might just be, it might be more minor than this, or it might be quite extreme. And I do feel like they're shifting from one spot to another in who they are. The mask they hide behind. This person looks completely naked underneath his robe. So I feel like if this person dropped whatever persona that they're carrying right now, they would feel absolutely naked and exposed. So they have to wear some level of mask. It's self-preservation. Why they hide their true selves. Oh, addicted, number 11. It's not about choosing the chains. It's about choosing them again and again. Oh, it's not the first time this person has been through this. There's something restricting this person. There's even chains here. There's all sorts of curious chains hanging inside them for who they really are. But there's a black emptiness, like something needs to be filled in there. But the really, well, what could fill that? It should be something that comes from them. Jeez, why they hide their true selves? I feel like because this person on some level has, knows that they keep doing this to themselves. It's almost as if like showing all the scars, like dropping the robe and showing who they really, really are, the mask, would expose all of the scars from their past. This is not the first instance where this person has felt like a conflict. There's a conflict that happens to this person. I feel like maybe on a cyclical basis, like they might go through different conflicts where for whatever reason they feel they can't express it externally. So it gets shoved inside. And they're almost like creating their own confusion to the point that it breaks them. I feel like on some level, this could be a really interesting way that this person reinvents themselves, breaks down and reinvents themselves. But why they hide their true selves? This addicted, it's not about choosing the chains. It's about choosing them again and again. There is a bit of a gluttony for punishment here. How this affects your relationship? Peaceful among thorns. Number 26. The spiritual can't solve the material, but it can transcend it. I don't know how you sit in this person's life, but there's something here that is allowing this person to see beyond the material, the physical things around them that cause conflict and perhaps rage or anger. Like you can't remove these things that will happen, these circumstances, but you can see beyond them. So how this affects your relationship? You are somehow affecting this person in their conscious spiritual journey, their life. I would say spiritual journey is your life. It's just your life, man. Okay, advice for you. Aww. See, this is so curious because there are, like this deck, there's 32 cards. I would say there's probably 28 that are all pretty like heavy, kind of like similar to what we pulled out here. And then the remainder are, they're sweet. The child I was meant to be, number 8. An instant of clarity is the light I needed. This is your inner child coming out and growing something with it. So advice to you. So perhaps you are even an inspiration to this person on some level. In some way, the way your lives may connect. How they're connected, I don't know. Advice to you is to be who you were always meant to be. And grow this in your hands. I love that she's growing this in her hands, because our hands have the capacity to nurture or to crush, right? We can do kind, gentle, warm things with our hands, or we can do hurtful, cold, destructive things with our hands. You have the choice. You have the choice. Yeah. Outcome if you follow advice. Oh, masquerade. Oh gosh, this one. I'm gonna write this one. This is okay. Bear with me on this one. If I don't feel, no, is that masquerade? Sorry, 15. No, 15. What I can't have forever, I will have for a minute. What I can't have for a minute, I will hold on to for a second. None of that seems very satisfying, does it? No. If I can't hold on to it forever, I will hold on to it for a minute. What I can't have for a minute, I will hold to me for a second. I really think this person compromises does or is right now. There are no reverses in this, so I'm only going to take the first one on the back. You know how sometimes I have a whole story with my underlying cards. This person is gosh, I feel like they're in a cycle of self-sacrifice over and over and over again. Without fulfilling their, like, yeah, what they really want for themselves. Okay, so the bottom is today for tomorrow, number 32. Hope is in the present, the brick we build for tomorrow's future. Hope is in the present, the brick that we use to build tomorrow's future. But sometimes I think if this person is always thinking that. I will build this tomorrow. Tomorrow will be better. There will be a better future tomorrow. Oh, I want to go. Okay, I'm not going to the tarot yet. I'm actually going to go to the karma cards. Karma cards seems really appropriate for what we pulled out here. All right, Scorpio. Who they really are. Fragmentation in Capricorn. Dedication to achieve, focusing on resulting from the rules imposed by. There's a part of this person that is not in alignment with something that they may even have a dedication to right now. Oh, I have felt that. This person is connected to something that does not align with a big part of themselves that they have a huge dedication towards. And it creates a sense of anger, but they're not letting it out. So on some level, I feel like they're protecting what it is that they're dedicated to more than they're protecting themselves. And because of that, this rage is combining with the confusion inside them, and it's breaking them. It feels like they're breaking apart. It feels like they're being pulled right in two different directions. The mask they hide behind, the hiding your true self. In the 8th house, Scorpio energy. Personal power, the mysteries of life, a major change. I feel like they might be hiding behind their personal power. I almost get like a dialogue going on with this person, like convincing themselves that, you know, life is a mystery. Who knows why this happens? Life is a mystery. Who knows why you can feel so good about something here? But then there can be a whole big part of it that's destroying you on the inside. Okay, so why they hide their true selves, right? That's the next one. In Scorpio. There's so much Scorpio coming out in this. It's really interesting. But I don't feel like it's you. I don't know. Maybe some of you are saying, oh, this is me saying, yeah, maybe it is. Maybe there's another Scorpio coming in and watching you. But, okay, so why they hide their true selves? I feel like they're hiding their true selves from you. I mean, that's the biggest answer I'm getting here with all the Scorpio coming out, particularly about the mask they hide behind. And then why? The extraordinary power of prayer, the highest and lowest aspects of, control the situation. Oh, I feel like this person feels more controlled by the situation. And it's almost like joining their lower and higher aspects of themselves together. I mean, if this person can come out of this really, you know, do all the work, I think they could be like really, really on a very conscious plane here. It does feel like there's some level of the external that has a very strong level of control on certain situations in this person's life. How this affects your relationship, right? You have peaceful among thorns. The North Node, there will be success from benefit. Oh, wow. I mean, this is going to have a really good effect on your relationship. Yeah, and right, like the spiritual can't solve the material, but it can transcend it. It can move beyond it. It's really what it just comes down to what you think really controls you and what doesn't. And what is control? What is the part you play? I feel like there's a lot of questions that this person goes through. But the North Node is your future, is your destiny. It's something that you're meant to go towards. And it has a sense of transcending. Advice for you, the child you were meant to be in the 11th house. For humanity's sake. For humanity's sake. Your hopes and wishes, do it for the future. Yeah, I feel like you've already kind of transcended. Just keep doing. I mean, you do things here for yourself and others. want to say that this person doesn't. I think this person takes on a very strong level of sacrifice, but it's self-sacrifice. For what? I don't know. I mean, the 10th house, it could have something to do with their status, their work. Outcome if you follow the advice. The Masquerade card. In Pisces. Oh, I'm so confused. Spirituality to ultimately experience. Trusting your psychic knowledge of. Resulting from the indecision of or about. Well, there's a bit of indecision too that comes with this, with masquerading. What I can't have forever, I will have for a minute. What I can't have for a minute, I will hold to me for a second. I really feel like in a big way, the outcome of whatever this relationship is determined by the person that you're getting the reading for. And then they have in the 2nd house at the bottom, patiently, what you want, get what you need. What you want and get what you need. I should have filled that up. Patiently. I just keep getting like a sacrifice of what they truly want to get what they need. Oh, I'm being drawn to all these coins here. And Capricorn. I feel like this person, I mean, you could be dealing with a Capricorn. Like, now that I've taken all this information, I'm going to sit with these cards for a second. Because what I'm getting to with this person and who they really are, this person has an insane level of dedication to what it is they do. Now, I also want to say, like, some people would even describe this as a sense of spiritual exercise here. To sacrifice yourself, what it is that you want, to get what it is that you need. And what is it that you need? I'm getting like Gandhi in my head right now as I'm sitting in this little area. I keep getting the whole idea of when he was on a hunger strike. I'm getting like he needs food. We all need food. Sacrificing, like that's a sacrifice of a need to get something you want. Let's pull tarot on this person. Like, I'm getting to, like, this could be someone as well. Like, this could be someone who's in a really, like, difficult relationship. This relationship could be many things. It could be, like a partnership. It could be a business partnership. It could be a marriage partnership. It could be, some sort of codependency that's going on with a parent or a sibling but they're really, like, they're stepping up on a very physical way here that causes an internal, I'm hearing hemorrhaging, like an internal hemorrhaging, like a bleeding out of a part of the self. I don't know if these cards will be for everyone or just Scorpio. The Fool came out. I think that's saying just, you know, just take a chance to do something different than you do with all the tarot. Okay, who they really are. The Knight of Wands. Oh, they look pretty good. They look pretty good. They are the Knight of Wands. This person has a lot of energy. I think this person might either exercise a lot or they do a lot of physical things to try to dissipate this kind of like internal rage or this internal upset or anger or conflict that's going on for them. They're very passionate. They may have a high sex drive. I think this person needs some sort of physical outlet. That's very apparent. Okay, the mask they hide behind. They're hiding their true self. The Six of Cups. God damn it, it's your energy again. Hey, because what is it? It's, what is this in Scorpio? I can't remember what planetary energy this is in Scorpio, but I know it's in Scorpio. That's Scorpio's card, the Six of Cups. A soulmate. The mask they hide behind is a soulmate. I want to pull out the next one. I'm going to say something. Why they hide their true selves. The Two of Wands. All right. I think on some level, like, okay, because it's general. So I'm going to get, like, this comes out in layers. So what I'm getting right now is I do feel like this person has, I'm going to say, certain sexual conquests. I feel like sex is an outlet for this person. I'm not feeling positive, let's say, about the fragmentation card and the Knight of Wands. And then the mask they hide behind is the Six of Cups. It's kind of like a soulmate. So this person may try to play you a little bit. And I didn't want to come out and say that until I got the other card for why they hide their true selves. Because the Two of Wands for me is someone who's like not really decided on what they're going to do or what they're going to take. Or they're just, you know, thinking about it. And why they hide their true self? To control the situation. I think this person likes to be in difficult, painful circumstances with addicted. How does this affect your relationship? Well, the Ten of Cups. The fuck me. What's going on? I don't know. I think you need to be a Scorpio to be able to understand this. The Ten of Cups is the emotional fulfillment. It's happiness, joy. It's reciprocity. It's from the angels. It doesn't feel angelic. But maybe this is the process of breaking down this person. This is Scorpio. Who are you all dealing with out there? The advice for you, right? Okay, do beautiful things for you and humanity. Think about the future, the child that you were always meant to be. Very nurturing and kind and gentle, inquisitive, soulful. Advice for you. The Ten of Pentacles. Create your legacy. Create your legacy. How does this affect your relationship? And you know, when I call this, I don't really know. It's just like, but it should be the relationship you have with this person. If it's not the relationship you end up having with this person, that is extremely wonderful. Say that. I feel like this is the relationship you both end up having, whether that's with one another or not. I feel like it's at least going down that track. There's a lot of lessons in this. But you, my dear friends, because really at the end of the day, that's why I put the advice in. Like, because it can get confusing and like getting into what's going on with other people. But at the end of the day, okay, that's good to know. But the advice for you, create your own legacy. Things that you do for the sake of yourself and humanity. Your hopes and your wishes, your dreams. Create your future here. Do it for the future. Ten of Pentacles, legacy. Outcome if you follow the advice. Oh, that's crazy. The freaking Nine of Swords. You're not out of this. You're not out of this yet. Okay? It's insane. I think too, how this affects your relationship is that one or both of you, I think both of you, but maybe at different points in time, start to understand in your own way the physical things and rules and regulations and the lives that we lead, those obstacles, the way that they affect us and affect what we want to do, that we can look at that as ways of finding deeper meaning within ourselves, finding things that we could do that we wouldn't have known to do before. When there's a roadblock and you can't get past it, you can sit in anger and rage and let that just kind of cement inside you and rip you apart. And that could be the process for everyone. But the next step really in that is to think about, well, I guess I got to go to the left. I didn't really want to go to the left. There's control the situation, right? I didn't really want to go to the left. That's not what I wanted to do. Because, you know, the left isn't my best side. The left isn't what I'm good at. It's kind of a good opportunity to develop that, isn't it? So the next time you get to an obstacle, well, if I can't go forward, I can go left because I'm good at going left now. Oh, the left is blocked. I have to go right. I'm never good at going right. Guess what? Now you're good at doing all these other things, right? Like that's kind of how you transcend it. The Nine of Swords, anxiety. Oh, good Lord, the Three of Swords. You know, I do want to say, I feel like there's people going through an ascension. People are going through it right now. And this is what it feels like and looks like. I want to clarify that Six of Cups. I just need to do that. The mask they hide behind. They hide behind personal change. They may not take on this personal change. The Six of Cups. Why is this here as a mask they hide behind? The Chariot. All right. Give me more, please. You ask for more, you're going to get it, right? Ah! The Chariot, the World, the Nine of Pentacles to the Page of Pentacles and the Moon. I feel like, too, this person may have difficulty letting go. I'm getting that as well. I'm getting that as well. This person may have difficulty letting go. Seeking new progress and do well. Learn new things. Find new avenues for yourself. Right? I'm going to go right then. I've been blocked here and here. I'm going to go right now and find like new things for myself and build that up. I don't know where that goes. I'm going to do that. But again, I feel like on some level there's some sort of inspiration too going on here. It could be painful inspiration. There could be feelings of like envy or maybe anger at points, but then they work through that. Let's look at the Two of Wands as well. That's the card that came out that said, okay, I'm going to say what I was kind of feeling about this. Yeah, when rage is projected inward, destruction joins confusion and we break. And the Nine of Wands, though. This person may also take on, they may do really physically strenuous things to kind of help them hide the feeling of what is being torn up inside. So if they're going through something difficult that's causing them to break inside, well, if I do something that gives me physical strength, I won't really feel the emotional turmoil, the emotional break. All right, the Two of Wands. Why they hide their true selves. Justice. I think this person is learning to put the faith in the if the directly in front of me is blocked, I guess I'm gonna have to go left. Like, I feel like they're starting to put their faith in that with Justice and the Two of Wands. Oh yeah, this outcome. Let's look at all of them. Masquerade. Empress and the King of Wands. What was it? 15. Yeah. When I can't have forever, I will have for a minute. What I can't have for a minute, I will hold to me for a second. The Empress and the King of Wands. There could be some stripping of a mask here for identities to be truly seen at some point. Because these are two powerful energies. Oh, too. And I like that. We move from a Knight of Wands, who they really are, to a King of Wands. It could just be a situation that they're going through right now that's pushed them back. They don't feel as powerful in their life and their choices and their direction right now. In Pisces. Oh, there we go. Page of Cups. That's Pisces. 10 of Pentacles. And the 3 of Pentacles. So the outcome. The outcome starts very small, but can grow quite quickly. Quite quickly in the physical. It's kind of taking that spiritual practice, being, knowing, or discovery, starting to discover and transform it into perhaps even this obstacle that sits in this person's life. The Nine of Swords. Oof, oof, oof. Oh, wow. Okay, this is good. A 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords, the 10 of Cups. Because now I'm like, how do you get the 10 of Cups out of this? I really don't know. So this is like really leaving behind the 7 of Swords. This hiding who they really are. Like eventually like just throwing that to the wind, never looking back and leaving that behind. And then you have emotional fulfillment. But there is a massive breaking down of the ego here. The Knight of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. You don't pass go, buddy. What's she saying? This Queen of Swords, the way she's stopping that knight. Yeah. No. Take a hot minute and look clearly. And then you'll have a new beginning. Oh, it was interesting. I don't even know what to call this. Well, that was that. So I'm curious to see what happens in the comments. I really feel like Spirit is pushing me to do this for the rest of them. We'll see. We'll see. I still have freedom of choice too, so. All right. I'm going to go do the extended. What I'm going to do in the extended, Scorpio, is I'm going to use tarot and oracle decks. I'm going to ask 3 questions. I'm going to ask, what would they tell you? If they could tell you anything, and there were no consequences, they wouldn't be judged, like, what would they tell you? Okay, so why don't they tell you that, though? That's the second question. And then their third one is their deepest thoughts about you in this situation. So there you go, Scorps. Thank you so much. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.